Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is keeping well. Everybody had a good Thursday, good Wednesday. And as I come live every Wednesday in this group, I've come on live again today. It's 7:30. And today I'm really excited because once a month I bring on board with me my mentees, so people can hear about their story, how they have, progressed, and how normal people like myself or my mentees, they started their journey and then where they are now. So I think it's a very good way for people to learn and get inspired. So today I've got my superstar mentee couple with me, Nadia and Myro. And Nadia and Myro, they are from Liverpool. Yes, Nadia and Myro, could you please show your faces?
Hi.
What's up, man?
Hi. How are
Hi,
you?
everyone.
How are you?
Well,
How are you both?
We're fine. We're just down to Somerset at the moment.
Okay. Oh, wow. Are you are you having break here?
Yeah.
Yes,
Amazing.
we're still having break.
Amazing. And thank you for coming, agreeing to come on board with me today and for your, for our chit chat and just to have a catch up and for people to see as well, and get inspired.
I'm really sorry. I forgot to get me a glass of water. I will be just one
Yes,
minute,
of
please.
course. Yeah.
I apologize.
No problem. No problem.
It's always a pleasure to
Oh,
talk to you.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So amazing. So whereabout are you at the moment? You're on holiday.
We are actually we're in the middle of nowhere. It's half an hour away from Bridgewater and half an hour away from Taunton. It's a lovely place, nice and quiet. Just
Fantastic.
I'm back.
You're back. Excellent. So yes, I'm really excited, and let's talk about your journey and how you joined me and where you were and where you are. I'm just so proud and inspired as well, and I think this will be really good for people to hear as well, that how effective this whole strategy is if you stay focused like you guys are, so okay, tell me a bit about yourself, what were you doing before you got into rent to rent?
So basically, I think everything started when we were on our holiday in Thailand. And then we've noticed a lot of people from all over the world who are just enjoying a holiday and then working on the phone and with the computer or the laptop. And we really like that idea of actually winning our own free time back and not just waiting on a salary from employers that we are not happy with.
Yeah.
So yes, we came back and then the idea started slowly growing. We went, it was kind of like a special event where a gentleman was giving speeches especially about the property business.
Wow,
and
okay,
then
so it started there on your holiday. Yeah.
No, sorry, after we came back, after we returned to UK.
Right.
And this is when we decided, yes, definitely it will be, we want to go on that ladder in the property business. But of course, we didn't have the money to buy a property and start from there. And yes, and after that,
we just knew that we want to go in the property. We didn't know what exactly. I had no idea how many options we've got in the properties, how rich is this.
Yeah.
And first we were thinking buy, refurb, sell, like house under the hammer, was it?
Yes, yeah.
The usual story, when you see them going on an auction and you think, oh, that's easy, I can do that.
Yeah.
And then I got more involved and was thinking then, I said, right, I need to start with some kind of cash flow.
Yeah, okay. So that's what attracted you about this thing. You thought you need to have that cash flow. Yeah. Brilliant.
So basically that was the aim, to get some cash flow. And if you got the cash flow, then you can grow, then you can buy a refurb and and all this. But to get the
Exactly.
cash flow, you need
Yeah.
rent to rent.
Exactly. Very, yeah. So you actually answered second question. I was going to ask what inspired you. So you just said that, you know, you went on holiday. That's where you saw people and then you came back and then you heard a bit more and you decided. And then you wanted cash flow because obviously not everybody can get into buy to let, which is,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are in that situation. Even myself, I was in that situation to start with. You know, I couldn't qualify myself, you know, to get my first mortgage for buy to let property. So that was my reason as well. So where you guys are actually based at the moment? Where are you?
Well, we live in Widnes,
Okay.
which is just 10 minutes drive from Liverpool, and
Okay.
our HMOs are all in Liverpool.
All in Liverpool. Amazing. So I still remember, Myro, when you contacted me back in
Oh, yes.
September, it was September
Yes,
2020.
it was September.
We
yeah.
had a bit of an unsuccessful beginning elsewhere, where we
Okay.
were advised to just send letters.
Okay.
Our table was covered in
Oh,
letters,
yes.
Oh, wow.
envelopes,
Yeah.
and stamps. It was really funny. I was going to the post office with the letters, those letters that
103 letters.
did you send to the
Wow.
landlord?
Yeah.
Let's guess nobody replied.
Nobody replied. Yeah.
Oh, yes. That was unsuccessful way to get into the rent deals.
And then Myro told me that he
Mm,
will be calling you,
mm,
and briefly he told me what it is about. And then I remember I was sat on the couch, he in his favorite chair, in the Myro chair, and then he
Myro
gave
chair.
you a call.
Yeah.
And this
So
is where it all began, with
this is
one
where
phone
it all
call.
began. So
Yeah.
basically, before you came on board with me, you had already done a course and you were following the strategy of sending out these letters and it didn't work.
Exactly. Indeed.
Yeah.
Before coming on board with you, I did a course which was with the letters, as you mentioned, sending letters to the landlords and all this. Let's put it this way: it might work, but it didn't work to me. It just you cannot attract landlords by not having a portfolio.
Yeah.
They don't know you. They don't know who you are. You cannot
That's
just
right.
send a letter there and say,
Yeah.
right, listen, can I take over the property? No, you
Yeah.
cannot.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. You know what? Exactly. This is how I experienced as well. You know, when I did my course, and that's exactly what I was told, that send out these letters, you know, and nobody responded. And if I got one or two replies, people then asked really challenging questions. And because I had no rent to rent at that time, it was really, you know, I felt very intimidated by the questions they asked. So your journey actually, once you, even if somebody replies, you know, then next challenge is to answer and satisfy these landlords. And then even then, you know, they can ask for very unrealistic rent as well. So you're back to square one. You try very hard to make that deal work, but it doesn't, unfortunately, because we know now that deal has to stack for us to take anyway. So that is true. So did you find me just online on Facebook, or how did you, or was it, or where did you, or did you listen to what how did you?
That is a good question. I cannot really remember. I was actually after the course with the letters. I was looking for a long time for a mentor,
Right.
someone just to walk me through.
Yeah.
But
You read a book, but I don't remember about which rich person that he offered to somebody to be his mentor, and like that he will help him with everything in the business just to get there. And then the gentleman was explaining in the book how important it is one to have a mentor.
It is very important. What I was trying to say, that I have been looking very, very long time for a mentor. I did not want just a mentor. I was looking for a particular one, and I think it was on Facebook. It was on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it was on Facebook, and after the first conversation with you, I was like, right, this is the
That's
person.
my mentor.
This is what I have been looking for.
Oh,
And no, I am open. I'm honest. As you can see, everything works well.
Can I interrupt to say that I am a very skeptical person?
you are very
They call me
skeptical
Nadia the
person.
no. I
Right.
always start with a no. When
Yeah.
asked for anything, my first reply is always no.
No.
So when he first told me that he will be speaking with you and that he thinks he found a person, you know, by listening to you on Facebook,
Yeah.
my first response was, of course, a one big fat no.
Why you gonna
No.
get someone to do this?
And then I remember when he was sat in that chair and he
Yeah.
was talking to you.
Yeah.
Slowly, the no start turning into a yes. And by the end of
Ah.
your conversation, the way you approached us, the way you spoke with us, and the way we really felt that we will be cared for and that you will be guiding us.
The humanity factor.
Yeah, the humanity. This is what I always say. I even say it to our tenants. It's always the humanity fact what matters to me. It does not matter even so much references, recommendations, credit checks, how rich is one, or if they have money or not. It's always the human factor. And there was something about the way you spoke to Myro and to me, because I was there listening.
I remember.
It was just really
I
important
remember.
to feel that bond which we got with you from day one.
From
And
day one.
even now, although it's been less than a year, and I don't consider us a professionals, we are still, there is still plenty to learn. There always will be, of course. But even now, I know that I can always just pick my phone and send you a message.
Please
I'm
do.
really
You know,
stuck
I
with
am just a
something.
call
Oh,
away.
trust me, I will.
This is what we're talking
So
about.
far, knock on wood, there hasn't been a reason for that, but I always know that you are there to save me if I really need you. And that's 10 months after you were mentoring Myro. So it's amazing to know, to have that feeling that yes, you have somebody that you can talk to.
Oh, fabulous. Thank
We
you.
appreciate you very much.
Can I just interrupt? We've got few people on here and they are saying hello to you and to me as well. Hopefully, we've got Vanita, we've got Sam, we've got Nagina, we've got lovely Mo, and we've got Ahmed. They're all saying hello.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, and we've got, thank you everybody for joining. And we've got Marie. Myro, you will remember Marie. Yes,
I do
we've got
remember
Marie in our
Sam and
group.
Maria, I think.
Yeah, you both guys got your first deals very close to each other, didn't you, when you first joined? Yeah. Okay, that's amazing. So that slowly, that no turned into yes. Then what happened? I mean, how soon once you joined, what was it like? What did you, when did you get your first deal? When
we got on a very big roller coaster. This is how I would start. So basically, while you were speaking with Myro, if you remember, I started calling you. So this is when the first...
No, I think the first week, the first deal was within a couple of weeks after being on board.
That's what I was saying, actually. Yes, the first deal, which turned out to be a triple deal for 3 properties.
That's right.
It was right at the beginning when you and Myro start communicating and you start mentoring us. So yes, we thought that we are going for 1, but then we end up with 3. But in our family, we always do that. We do have our goals, we have some idea, but we never have a plan. For some people, plans might work, but it's not for everybody. With us, we just feel it, and we know how what our guts are telling us about. So yes, so we ended up with 3 HMOs, and then just a few months later, another 2, then 1 more, and just a week before going on holiday 3 weeks ago, we ended up taking another 2. So
yay, I'm so proud. Oh wow. So you've got 8 altogether.
Shared accommodations in Liverpool for like 10 months.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. Honestly, guys,
Thank
I'm
you.
really, really proud. So 8
Wonderful.
HMOs in 10 months.
Well, fully occupied here and there. We will be having
Yeah.
availability, and we do have availability as of now in 2 of them, but still that's
No.
they are more than 90% fully occupied.
And
So
yeah, and the beauty of this strategy is the more properties you will have, the income you're making from other properties will actually take care of your void anyway.
absolutely,
So it
yes,
doesn't
that's what
really,
he's been saying,
yeah,
because Nadia,
exactly.
the big no, as I said, I was the whole time I was like, slow down a bit, slow down a bit. But no, the more they are, the more we can
Yes,
afford to actually have
exactly,
an empty room here and there, and not be like
exactly.
really struggling, and to be ready to accept anybody just to fill that room.
Exactly, very, very true, actually. So, tell me, are you are both working, or initially your dream was that you wanted to quit your job, and how is that then? Has anybody quit a job yet? You have.
2 weeks
Okay,
ago,
okay,
yes.
2 weeks.
This was the
Congratulations.
this
Yeah,
was one of the main goals, just
yeah,
as I said, to win our free time back
yeah, yeah.
and not to give it to an employer who does not value you, and the day you are gone they will replace you and they will
That's
move
it.
on,
You're
and
just a
that's
number.
it's only natural.
That's
So yes, there were a few other factors, but
it. Mm.
he's been asking me for quite some time to consider doing it
Oh.
full time, because he's the main brain behind it.
Mm.
He's the financial part. He's arranging the houses and all that. But
Mm.
I'm the one who is on the phone
Yeah.
with utility providers. I'm the one who is on the phone advertising and communicating with the potential and existing tenants. So
Mm-hmm.
as much as I was trying to balance it, it was really difficult. It was to a point
Difficult.
that I will go home really tired. And then I
Yes.
know, okay, and now the rent to rent business. And then I will lose another few hours of
Mm.
my time
Yeah.
again to juggle between jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, 2 weeks ago, we returned from sunny Bulgaria from our holiday.
Yay.
I put my uniform. I was in the kitchen having a cup of coffee, and I decided that while I'm with the uniform and with the cup of coffee, I might as well open the computer, open a Word document, and write my resignation letter with immediate
Wow.
effect.
Yay.
And I
Honestly.
went 7:30 in the morning under the manager's door, under the duty manager's door, a letter under each door. I said goodbye to my colleagues who were already there, and I
Right.
left. And
Mhm.
I thought that I will miss it. No, it's the best decision I have
You
ever
made.
made. And now
Yeah.
I'm fully concentrated on the rent to rent
Yeah.
business.
Now we
And
can
now
take more.
you can be with your son as well, bit more.
That as well, especially growing a 13-year-old at the moment, a
13-year-old
proper
kid.
teenager, very moody one, but oh, that's
With all teenage tantrums and
another subject
everything.
for another conversation. But
Yeah.
yes, I
Yeah.
can finally concentrate on what
Uh-huh.
I find interesting.
Mm-hmm. Guys, if
So
you're
yes.
watching, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat box. I'm very keen ask as well. So, please do ask. We've got Joe here. Hi, Joe. We've got Nagina. And Joe is saying, cool. And Nagina is saying, yay. She's cheering you that you quitted your job.
Thank you, Nadina. And I'm Nadia, almost the same name.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. And Marie saying, Myro, sir. Marie saying that for you. And we've got Michelle. She's saying hello as well. So I think you are inspiring everybody in our group.
I hope we are, and I should really say he's a more daring person than me, Sapna. I'm cautious. I always say no first. We established that. We got that so far. I always say no first. People need to dare, and especially with the rent-to-rent business, with the right person to stand not behind you, but right next to you, like you did with us. Honestly, it's so worth it. It's not a business that you invest like tens and tens of thousands. You can really start with something small.
Yeah.
People don't have to start like us crazy with the 3 properties.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
insane,
I didn't start like this.
honestly, when I think about it, when I look back, I'm like, oh my God, what have we done? How did I I manage? How did I manage to sleep at night? It was
We
really
didn't.
intense.
Because
Well, I was dreaming that we are without electricity,
yes, yeah,
with other
amazing.
nightmares. It was eventful at the beginning. Now I've learned a bit more how to balance it and when to
Mm-hmm.
say I'm done for the day, that's
That's
it.
it. That's it,
But yeah, at the
exactly.
beginning, but the main thing is we are here because of your help, because of your support.
Oh,
And as I said, even although I don't message you that often now, which is actually a good sign, I
yes.
always know that if something, you are just 2 thumbs away from me and I can do it.
Exactly.
So
You know, if Myro is away, you know where I am. You know, I am always there. I always put a message in
it
the
is
group as
much
well.
appreciated.
Yeah, no, this is amazing. What would you say if people are thinking, would you say it's not a passive source of income then, is it? Because we want people to understand that you do need to put some time and effort into it,
You
you know,
need to
You
to
put
make
need
it
to
work.
time.
put dedication,
Yeah,
determination, and
okay.
discipline.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not
Mm,
something that you are taking the houses 5, 6, 10,
no.
and you've got the cash
No,
flow,
no,
and that
definitely
is
not.
it.
But
Mm,
also, it's not as scary as many might think, you know. And
mm,
I would, if I had to advise, I would say start with one if you feel
mm,
unsure, insecure,
exactly.
or especially if you are one person, because keep in mind, everything is double here. We
Mm,
bounce off each other and
yeah,
we help each other.
yeah.
So, but if you are one person, go for it, especially with you next to them. I
Oh,
think it's it's not impossible, it's not that difficult. And basically, worst case scenario, if at the end people realize that, you know what, rent to rent is not for me, then they don't lose like a great amount of money,
yeah.
like the same if you were to buy a property and then find out that it's not your thing to
It's not
manage
your
it or to
thing.
find
Exactly.
tenants. Yeah,
Exactly.
it is a great
And
strategy and it really works as
Mm,
long as people put effort and as well understand it. As you said, it's not a passive income,
mm.
so you have to reply to messages, you have to be
Yes,
there.
exactly.
uh,
Well, like we were saying this morning, we had a chat with Nadia. Nadia, you said like how good you are with, you know, caring you are and very good with the tenants and everything. So
I'm really trying to
yeah,
show them that I appreciate when they care for the
yeah,
house and when
yeah.
they do things. And I even had a guy who messaged me last night,
Mm.
and we have an empty room there. A tenant recently left, and he showed me an images how he bleached the floor. I've never
Ah,
asked for that, by the way. And he told me, I'm putting the bedding in the laundry, for which of course I advised, that's all right, we're going to provide you with a clean bedding. But it's just the idea that I've never asked him for such a thing, and
yeah.
it's a regularly paying tenant. It's not like he's after something.
No.
It's just
Wow.
his nature and the way that he knows that if needed, I'm always here.
That's
And
it.
I ended up helping them with even with getting their driving license sent to the new
That's a huge
address. I'm
love.
helping them
Yeah,
with anything. I'm like
exactly.
the little social worker here.
Worker for them.
The
So
eight
they
houses.
have that respect for you as well, which is brilliant. It's all about, it's a people service, you know, it's
Yes,
not
absolutely.
brilliant the
I
way you
always
are handling. Yeah.
I keep telling them, especially with us being foreigners,
Mm,
I'm
mm,
telling our tenants that we've been there, we've
mm,
lived in a shared accommodation. I
mm,
know exactly what I do not want for my
mm.
tenants and how I want to run the things.
Wow.
I think at times I'm a bit too friendly, but then he comes in handy because he's more serious, more laid back one. So when needed,
Yeah.
I always use the Miro card, like you
Myro
take with
card.
Miro, like
Exactly.
you
There
take
has
with
to be one
Miro.
good cop and one bad cop. Exactly.
That's
I
the plus
love
when
that.
it's two people,
Yes,
definitely.
exactly.
Yeah,
And you can bounce off each other as well. That's
yes,
brilliant. So you are each other's power team. I can't say that Nadia is Myro's power team, but I would say same thing for you as well, Nadia. Myro
thank
is
you,
your power
thank
team.
you.
No, this is absolutely amazing. Any lesson you would say people need to, you've learned that you want to pass on to people that, okay, guys, you know, that is what
yeah,
I've learned, or any
listen,
one lesson? What would you say?
the lesson is that everybody can do it
Can do it.
if they put enough effort to do it. Because let's let's face it this way. Let's be honest. We came here seven years ago in UK. with, and I couldn't speak a word of English. And 7 years later, if we can do it, then
everybody can. It is
everybody
possible.
can.
If there is a will, there is a way, literally.
Yeah,
it is
amazing.
I wanted so many times just to give everything up. Just don't. Just carry on.
Yeah.
Persistence. And if I could give one advice to people who are just starting now, I've learned it a bit the hard way, because at the beginning it's a bit intimidating, like changing all the bills on your name, taking tenants' details, preparing tenancy agreements. There is nothing absolutely urgent. So to prioritize what they have to do for the day, like when we took the 3 houses, I was literally for a few days, I was like, I have to do this and I have to do that. No, calm down, take a piece of paper, take a pen, just make a list of all the things which you have to do, like TV license, council tax, do this, do that, tenancy agreements, and just start taking them, starting with the most important. Being a quite different business from what people know. The rent-to-rent business, I think it comes a bit too much when you get the first keys. It's not just the moment to get the keys, that's the easy part, I think. It's after, when you get the keys, you have a walk around the house, you do the happy video, and then it hits you that there is a lot of work to do. So I would just give the advice.
It's not easy to get the keys, Nadia.
Well, still for me at least, because that was your part. I'm speaking from my point of view, the one who was dealing with the bills and with the tenants. It's just to calm down, everything will be fine, like
everything will work out at the end. Yes, no, that's a very, very good advice, actually. Really good advice. Don't panic. People have been through and there is help available. So do you think it's important to have like a mentor, or do you think somebody can just get a deal?
Absolutely. If people think that they will manage just by watching videos on YouTube, no, it does not work this way. Because let's face it, on YouTube and on other videos, people only can tell you that much. And if they want to, not just to watch somebody speaking and listening to them, but actually interact and know that they have that helping hand there the whole time, I think it's absolutely wonderful that there are people like you. And I can only say that we were lucky enough to find you from the beginning, like a mentor, because I keep thinking, what if it wasn't you? What if it was somebody who was purely after their fee, and then they left us and they never communicated and they never helped us? Then we could have continued, but with a great difficulty, because we would have to learn everything alone, or we would have given up because we would have decided, oh, they are all just after the fee. So everybody who's already around you on the social media, I think they have the great chance to have a mentor who cares. As we keep saying that word, we keep repeating it, the human factor, the humanity. Basically, that's really important.
And I think the reason you guys are doing really well as well, the human factor, Nadia, you are so fantastic. And, you have that spiritual side to you, both of you. I do watch
won't
you.
say the same, but thank you.
No, honestly, I do. I know we don't get much time, and sometimes we very briefly talk and you tell me, Sapna, I'm really, really busy at the moment and all that, so I get that, because I know that my Nadia is busy at the moment, but
hopefully this will change soon. Now when I'm free, right? Yes, we've made it. That's the main thing. It works. We've made it. We are the living proof of it. His turn is next, but we cannot say when that would be, as he's the main earner in the family. My job was easier to give up with the money I was bringing in. The challenge will be that.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, we've got a few people. We've got Ahmed saying, well done, guys, for both of you. That's amazing. And we've got, hi, Sapna, I've got a mentee. Yes, Manchester, right? Yeah, that's a good question. MD, I'll answer that to you. Yes, I do have mentees in Manchester. Then how much time would you need to dedicate per property per we've got Farah who's asking, how much time would you need to dedicate per property per week? But we can't give that, can we? Because that just now depends, isn't it?
I cannot give it because, for example, to be honest, today, so far, and it's 8 o'clock, only one of our tenants from 8 houses, and we only have a couple which are with 5 bedroom, the other are 6 bedroom HMOs. So only one tenant called me to say that the electricity guy is there to do something, if it's all right to let him in. Basically, it's been a quiet day, so I managed to have a walk to the beach, to come back, to do a little bits and bobs, but around the caravan. But actually, I didn't put any time to the properties today. But for example, yesterday, I was sorting paperwork and I was sorting utilities for the new properties, registering for the council tax, United Utilities, which is the water supplier, and all that. So basically, I cannot say, but I can say that up to the 6 shared accommodations we taken, I was kind of managing, although with difficulty, to juggle between my day work and the properties. But then, especially now at the moment, I don't see it happening, because if there is something like an emergency or problem or something that needs my attention, if I'm in the office or in work anywhere, then I will struggle to dedicate myself to solve that matter on the same moment.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think we've got the right person, Myro, here. We've got Nadia on board.
But I can say that in the beginning, it's possible to juggle between, you know.
That's right, exactly. I felt that as well, but that there came a time last year, like you just said, you loved your job, and that was the trouble, you know, why you wanted, it was harder to quit the job, whereas, you know, same
But
with me.
it just became too difficult.
Yeah. We've got Pauline, she's saying hello, and we've got
Hello.
Joe, who's and we've got Joe who's joined as well. Joe is asking, where do you have your rent to rents? Which areas do you have your properties?
Liverpool.
In Liverpool. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Joe, we've got them in Liverpool. Not me, Myro and Nadia have got them in Liverpool. And did you get your properties from letting agents, was it, or from, they just want to know, how did you get your properties? Was it mainly from
agents? The first one was through deal sourcer. Well, I would say it's better to get your first property through deal sourcer agency or whatever, because you've got no portfolio. It's just
but the
to make it easier.
Yeah, you checked that the numbers added for you, didn't you? You did the due diligence, obviously. Yeah.
Well, yes. Before we do whatsoever, we need to crunch the numbers.
Yeah, crunching numbers. And from then on, you built relationship with the agency. You think that has helped as well to grow your business?
You must maintain a good relationship with agents and agents. Well, it's the same human factor. If you're a good person, if you're nice, if you're a human, you will maintain good relationship.
Well, we did have also a bit of luck that just the person who he got in contact with, it's like really approachable, very easygoing guy. And they start speaking about sports, about interests. It was a bit of a man love at first sight. So yes,
man's love at first sight. Okay, so that helps. So her relationship.
Well, no, it doesn't sound weird. I think I know what I want to say. Anyway,
yes, I know.
It's just that you have a very good relationship with your agent.
With your agent. Right? So yeah, so your agent helped you to build your you know, so it's how important it is to, you know, bring them on board or have that connection with them. So that has really helped to thrive your business, because now every time if there is a deal, they know that they can rely on you guys because they've tried and tested you.
Hopefully.
Yeah, no, 100%. I can vouch for you guys. Yeah, I know we have overrun actually, but no, thank you so much. I think I have asked all the questions, and Joe wants to know that, do you use different utility providers for your each property, or same, you keep it with the same provider?
At first we use different. What we are working on now, but it's still in the process. So we've started it. We will be trying to move them, to move all the suppliers, all the providers to be the same. But this is still work in progress. We can do with a bit of advice of you in another session.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. I can suggest someone. Yeah, definitely. We can have a chat. So Mary is saying, well done. It's a great journey. Well done to both of you. So everybody,
thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yes, that's and then yeah, Joe is asking if we could have a list of the suppliers that you use. So obviously, if you want to, then in our group you can share who you are using. So, but if you are looking for a better deal or better, then obviously we can have a chat about that. Definitely, 100%. Yeah, so I think that's everything, guys, and thank you so much. I mean, really enjoyed your time here with me, and I'm so happy for you guys. And I think sky is the limit. If you can get 8 deals in 10 months, everything is possible.
Absolutely,
so
yes.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for inviting us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank
and yes,
you.
if anybody wants to get in touch, or if they have questions, or they are thinking, shall I join Sapna's mentoring program or not, they can just message us, not a problem at all.
Oh, thank you. So you think I am safe enough to invest money in? Anybody, people using it a safe investment?
And that's coming from Nadia the no. Yes.
Yes, that comes from Nadia. What about Myro?
It's very simple, guys. Save money, save time, get yourself a mentor.
Yeah. It's not impossible to do it alone, although it will be much harder.
Save time and money.
Honestly, the time that people will have to invest, and then everything they want to check. I know what I was doing, going through Google, and every article will pop in, and every article will tell me the absolutely opposite thing. So it's much better. It's the same like if you are unwell, go to your doctor. Don't just check on the internet. Running out of time. We're running out of time.
No, that's fine. I am more concerned because I know Myro has to start work early in the morning. So no, thank you so much.
You are very welcome.
Enjoyed. Thank you.
Have a lovely evening, everybody.
Yeah,
thank you, Sapna. Thank you for having us.
Yes. Thank
See
you.
you.
Take
Bye.
Care. Bye.